Hi, I'm Zach, and today I'll be teaching you about the Holy Grail. My religion means a lot to me and my family. I've been a part of the Catholic religion since I was a little boy. One of the most important artifacts of the Catholic Church is the Holy Grail. It's the cup that Jesus drank out of, the Last Supper, before he was crucified. The cup is also an artifact or legend that states whoever drinks out of it will gain eternal life. The Holy Grail has also been lost in time, and nobody has seen it or known about it for location these years. Today I'm going to inform you all about the Holy Grail. I will also try to delve into the mystery of the Holy Grail. Then I'll discuss the legacy and importance of the Grail in the Catholic religion. I'm a member of the Catholic religion. I have done a great deal of research on the Holy Grail, so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at giving this advice or whatever it is. The speech will help give some insight into the history of the Grail in case of an audience would like to partake in further research. The speech will provide you with all the great feeling of suspense and intrigue you as we dive deep into the history of the Holy Grail. I'll provide you with some educational information. One of the greatest, basically the Holy Grail is one of the greatest things that lost in time. So, of course, this speech, I'm going to inform you all about what it is. I'll basically give you all the history and tell you about what the mystery of the Holy Grail is. First, I'll tell you what the Holy Grail really is. According to Stephanie Mann of Catholic Answer in March of 2014, the Holy Grail is the cup that Jesus Christ drank out of during the Last Supper. Ma'am also states that many Catholics believe that the Grail contains the spirit of Jesus Christ himself without the Grail. Sometimes shortly after the Last Supper, the Grail was missing and hasn't been discovered since. Many people through time have tried to locate the Grail but have failed. During the Middle Ages, the Catholic Church did not believe the search for the Holy Grail was important. However, the medieval church did believe it to be vital and used a great deal of resource to find the cup. Mann also states that Joseph of Arthemia used the Grail to catch the blood of Christ when he was pierced to the cross. Next, I will discuss where the Grail might be today. Sometime in 2015, Marielle of History.com theorized that Joseph of Arthemia secretly smuggled the Grail into a tomb in England. Sin also states that some believe that the Knights Templar seized the Grail from Temple Mount and hid it away during the Crusades. According to Bob Fredericks of the New York Post of March 31st, 2014, two Spanish historians by the name of Margarita Torres and Jose Ortega del Rio believe that it was located in Leon, Spain. Although the chalice looks lost in the description given by the ancient vessel, there is no way to actually confirm that it has been touched the lips of Christ. Therefore, is no way to confirm the fact that it is the Holy Grail. No matter where the Holy Grail currently is, many active members of the Catholic Church believe that the Grail will resurface somewhere at some time in the distant future. Finally, I will now discuss the legacy and impact the Grail has on the Catholic Church. Richard Barber, History Today, wrote that the artifact of the Catholic religion invokes the highest of religious ideas and experience that the Holy Grail has to offer. He also wrote that the mystery behind the legend of the Holy Grail is very intriguing. He wrote that it's highly unlikely for the Grail to actually be drinking out of and given permanent life. Christ drank from it, so obviously it's a big part of history. Marielle Sinam of History.com once wrote that the Grail has been most sought after Christian relic. In centuries, she writes that the reason the artifact and journey for its legacy is because the symbol of unity with God is so great. The Holy Grail is also of great importance due to the fact that it is one of the few known items in history to be significant use for Jesus Christ himself. The Grail was the last cup that Christ drank out of and also contained his spirit and blood before his crucifixion. Those two facts alone make the Grail an invaluable item to the Catholic religion and should be treated with great ideal respect by the Catholics everywhere. Today I basically informed you about all the history of the Holy Grail, the history that Jesus drank out of the cup, and the history that it's such a big part of Catholic religion today. The Holy Grail has a major impact on the Catholic religion and the whole world. Whether or not legend says that the Holy Grail is true or not remains to be unseen, and I encourage you all to further your research on the Holy Grail. And basically that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything and learned a little bit more about this ancient artifact and could maybe find it your own someday.